cool thing to have in your skin, so each time you look at it, you see the mermaid reminding you to, hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Miggy and I'm a tattoo artist from the north coast of Spain. And today we're gonna see 30 tattoo ideas for mental health. 10 are gonna be mythology, 10 are gonna be objects, and 10 are gonna be animals. Each idea I give, I'm gonna give an explanation of how they represent mental health and a design I made about this idea. So all the designs are going to be made by me, the tattoo designs. Maybe I post also pictures of the things, and those are obviously not going to be made from me, but the designs are going to be mine, so you can see them in my Instagram. I also post cool content like inspiration, tips, etc. So you're well encouraged to go check it out. Before we keep going, I'm going to give a short explanation of my channel because it's the first video I'm making. So if you don't want to see that, you can just skip to whatever you want, because it's going to be everything labeled in the progress bar down there, the red bar, you can see it here. Yeah, so let's go with that. So as I said, my name is Miggy and I'm a tattoo artist from the north coast of Spain. Currently I'm based also in Madrid. I travel between the north and Madrid and I do tattoos in both places. So if you are traveling to Madrid soon and you want a tattoo from me, just hit my inbox and make it happen. But now we come to the main thing. What's the channel gonna be about? I'm making content about tattoos, obviously, inspiration, ideas, tips, and I also want to make cool things like relating types of art with tattoo ideas and concepts. And also I really like mythology, so I'm going to be analyzing mythological figures or creatures and telling their stories and how they could be a cool tattoo for a certain concept, like for example mental health. In this video, each story has different tweaks, so I guess each creature or each mythological story could be different things and it could represent different things. So I'm going to be making videos of that, or analyzing the story in depth and explaining how it's cool, or how it can relate to our daily lives, or things like that is what I want to make. Also analyzing, like going to different locations and analyzing the local art and making tattoo designs based on that. Soon I'm going to be making a video about art in Andalusia in Spain. It's a region in the south of Spain. It has Sevilla. So I'm going to be there soon and I'm going to be making content about that as well. Subscribe if you want to see that. Okay, now you have an introduction to my channel. Let's go with the tattoo ideas for mental health I was talking about. We're going to start with mythology. So the first figure we're going to be talking about is the phoenix. The phoenix represents rebirth and renewal, reminding us that even though we may be going through a difficult time with our mental health, we can rise from the ashes and become a better, stronger person. The phoenix then is a symbol of hope and resilience, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, there is always the possibility of growth and change. This is the reason why I think the phoenix would be a cool idea for a tattoo about mental health. The second idea is Medusa. Medusa represents the power of transformation. Even though our struggles with mental health may seem overwhelming, we have the power to overcome them and transform them into a better version of themselves. Medusa also represents the fear and stigma surrounding mental health. So it's a reminder for us to confront our fears and break down the stigmas. The third one we're going to be talking about is chimera. Chimera, I don't know how you pronounce this in English. We would say chimera in Spanish. So the chimera represents the merging of different aspects of ourselves, reminding us that it's okay to embrace both our strengths and weaknesses and that they can coexist in harmony. This is a very important concept some people forget about. So yeah, the chimera is a good reminder of that. It symbolizes the complexity of selves. I think a chimera is one of the best tattoo ideas you can get to represent mental health, because of this reason of exploring that it's not a one-dimensional thing, but a tissue of different things interconnected, okay? And also embracing that we shouldn't be aiming just for strengths, because life is not like that, no? So like, life also has its whites and its blacks. Life is not a duality, okay? Life has its goods and its bads, okay? And a mix of them. It's a scale of grays, they say. Life is not only being good and strong, because we also have, each of us has weaknesses now. So I think that chimera is a cool symbol of embracing that we also have weaknesses and that they can coexist with the rest. The next one I'm talking about is the centaur. The centaur represents balance and stability, so it's a cool reminder that we should find balance in all aspects of our lives, including obviously mental health. It symbolizes the importance of taking care of both our physical and mental health, reminding us to seek a holistic approach to our well-being. The sixth one we're approaching is the griffin. Griffin is a pretty popular, I have to say, mythological creature now. It's also present in big movies, so I think that's why it's more popular. It's been used more in commercial movies or series. It's a more mainstream mythological creature, I think, and that's pretty cool as well because more people can feel identified with it. Well, let's go with it. So the griffin symbolizes strength and protection. Okay, reminding us to tap into our inner strength and face our mental health struggles with courage. The griffin also represents the power of our imaginations, reminding us to let our minds soar and not let our mental health struggles hold us back. I really like the griffin. As with the previous ones, you're seeing my design I made for the griffin. All these designs are made by me, as I said. I'm leaving the link in the description for my website where you can find these designs with their meanings, t-shirts with them, etc. You should check it out if you're interested in tattoos and mythology, history, etc. This is what it's about, so yeah, if you're into that, check it out. The seventh mythological creature we're talking about is a mermaid. Mermaids symbolize the unknown and the depths of our emotions, reminding us to dive deep into our emotions and understand them rather than ignoring them. Some people, actually a lot of people, do this and ignore their emotions because they think they can carry on with them. So I think a mermaid tattoo is a cool thing to have in your skin, so each time you look at it, you see the mermaid reminding you to address your emotions and not just try mask them. They also represent the allure of the unknown and the importance of facing our fears. So we should seek help and support when we need it, rather than just fleeing from it. Another one I really like, and I really like this design, is Pegasus. Pegasus represents the freedom and power of imagination. I love this, reminding us to let our minds soar and not let our mental health struggles hold us back. Pegasus symbolizes the importance of tapping into creativity and finding joy and happiness. Besides being a powerful symbol of imagination, Pegasus is a really powerful image because it's a horse with wings. Come on, it's pretty cool, no? So all the previous ones would look cool on you, but a tattoo of a Pegasus looks pretty cool, and I wouldn't say it's that common. Some people, there are some tattoos now that are pretty common, but I wouldn't say Pegasus is one of them, so that's also an add-on. Okay, the ninth one is Norse gods. Some Norse gods, such as Odin and Thor, symbolize strength and protection, reminding us to take the challenge of facing our mental health with bravery and strength. They also represent the importance of seeking wisdom and guidance, and of displaying courage in our fights till the very last moment, which is a pretty important approach for mental health and for thriving in this area. So very recommended tattoos. Finally, we're gonna have two Greek gods, Apollo and Athena. They symbolize balance and wisdom, reminding us that balance in all aspects of our lives is really important, similar to the centaurs we were talking about before. This combination of balance and wisdom is very powerful because we use wisdom to understand our struggles and balance to help handle them. So this combination is very important and very powerful. With this, we're done with the 10 mythological tattoo ideas for mental health, and now we're gonna move on to the animals. So the first animal we have as a tattoo idea for mental health is a butterfly. A butterfly represents transformation and growth, reminding us that even though our struggles with mental health may seem overwhelming, we have the power to overcome them and transform them into a better version of. The butterfly also represents the beauty and fragility of our mental health, reminding us to take care of ourselves and seek help if we need it. This is a nice concept, that the fragility of mental health, because it's something fragile and a lot of things can break it, no? But at the same time it's something very beautiful, so there's some beauty in that fragility, and I think that's what the butterfly represents mainly. The second animal is an elephant, which represents strength, stability and wisdom. The elephant is a very important symbol in many cultures, I think especially in Asia. in the area around India. I think it's a very important figure. It's also a powerful visual. A lot of people get tattoos of elephants, so even though it's a cool one, maybe it's more common, but that doesn't make it worse. It just makes it more common, more familiar. So that's a double-sided weapon in tattoos, especially. So yeah, beware of that. Third one is also pretty common, is the lion. The lion, as many of you know, symbolizes courage and protection, reminding us like Odin and Thor, we should face mental health with bravery and with strength. The lion also represents the power of our imagination, which we can use to get out of any struggle we have in mental health. The fourth one is also pretty common. Please, if you don't have an old tattoo yet, don't get it in the neck, because it's really common. I say it a lot. And it's not bad, but I don't know if you would want to look like you were following a trend. That doesn't mean you were following a trend, but it could look like that. So if you want to avoid that, avoid it in the neck. If you don't care, do whatever you want, which is what I recommend. So that being said, let's go with the owl. The owl is a really common tattoo because it represents wisdom and the power of our intellect. So it's a reminder that we should seek knowledge and understanding in our mental health journey. It also represents the importance of reflection on the journey, which is something I actually incorporated in my routine, and every night I reflect on my day and my emotions. It's something I really recommend you if you're struggling with mental health, because it gives you kind of like an outsider point of view on your emotions, and you can see some patterns in it, especially if you keep track of them over the days. No, you can see, oh, this day I was worried about this day I was also worried about this day I was also worried about this. Oh, there's a pattern here, and that kind of helps throw light on them. So yeah, that's a pretty good recommendation I can give you for mental health, and the owl is a symbol of that. I almost forgot to mention that given that many people are asking me for tattoos in places I cannot reach right now, because as I said, I'm based in Spain. Some people are asking me for tattoos in other countries, and I cannot get there yet. Although I'm planning to do a tour in Europe soon, like probably this summer, probably UK, Netherlands, maybe France. And if you're interested in other places like Germany, which I'm also thinking about, you could hit me up and tell me, hey, I want you to come to Germany. And then I'll, okay. So yeah, given that that's the situation, I decided to launch an online store with merch with the designs of my tattoos in t-shirts, so I can reach the ones I cannot physically reach, share my passion with you. And I don't know, I wanted to create something cool, now some inspiration, something of my world. I wanted to create my world where like mythology, art, history collapse into same thing, which is Miggy World, and the link to it is going to be in the description so you can access. It's worth checking out. I'm not that bothered to try sell you anything. It's just I think it's a pretty cool website to check, because it has like inspiration, and the things are grouped by collections of like Greek mythology or some like mythological creatures with funny quotes or stuff. So I think it's a nice place to check. I don't mind if you want to buy anything or not, just have fun with it. Next, we move to the fifth animal for a tattoo idea for mental health. Horse. The horse. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this like another thing, I hope not. The horse symbolizes freedom, because it's an animal that runs a lot, runs in the wild. You have that image in your mind, so it reminds us to let our minds soar and not let our mental health struggles hold us back. Pretty nice concept for mental health, I have to say. Horses also usually run in groups, so that's also kind of like a metaphor that it's okay to ask for help and that we don't have to face our mental health challenges alone. Alright, so let's get going with the sixth animal that represents mental health for a tattoo, the deer. The deer symbolizes grace, peace, and the journey to finding one's true self. And this is a reminder to understand our true selves, what it's inside us, okay? Not the social construct we have, this is called the self, I think. It's the understanding what we're truly about and trying to express it. The seventh animal that is a tattoo idea for mental health is the wolf. The wolf symbolizes strength, protection, and the power of our instincts, what is inside us trying to express itself. Similar a bit to what I was talking about with the deer, but the wolf is the instinct. It's not trying to discover what's inside, but letting what's inside come out. It's kind of the other way around of what I was talking with the deer. Now it's instead of trying to find what's inside and express it, is letting what's inside express itself. Instead of coming from the outside to the inside, is letting the inside come to the outside. That's the difference with what I was talking about with the deer. The wolf is also a quite popular tattoo. It's a powerful visual because it's like a fierce animal, powerful animal. It's used to represent when someone goes alone in a path, because there's this concept of a lonely wolf who does everything for itself. So this is also why it's popular. The wolf is also because it's pretty visual, so there's a lot of people with wolf tattoos, which doesn't mean you shouldn't get one. Just be conscious of that. Let's go with the eighth. This is one of my favorites, the dolphin. The dolphin symbolizes joy, playfulness, and the power of our emotions. A dolphin tattoo is a good idea for mental health because it reminds us to seek joy and happiness in whatever we're doing. You've probably seen these images of dolphins jumping in the sea. Shh. That's a cool symbol. Now that's a cool visual to have on your skin. So getting a dolphin tattoo is a cool idea to represent that joyful and that eager to experience life and to just jump and just enjoy. Additionally, a dolphin is a metaphor for diving deep into emotions and trying to understand them. So along with having this side of jumping and playfulness, it also has this encouragement to diving deep inside us and trying to understand what's going on there, which is the main thing, when you're trying to fix or to improve some state. The main thing is to address it and be conscious of it first so you can fix it, because if you don't know it, you're gonna fix it. This is a double-sided symbol because it symbolizes side. We're going with the ninth, which is my absolute favorite. I really like the design I have for the tiger. You're seeing it now on the screen. It's my favorite one because it's a super cool visual and it's also a really strong and powerful animal. And yeah, that's it. That's why. The tiger has a similar symbol than the lion. But I would say the tiger is a bit more mystical because it's more related to countries like India and in this area. They have a very strong sense of spirituality. So I think for me the tiger is the perfect mix of power and strength on one hand, but also spirituality and wisdom on the other. This is why I recommend the tiger, or what I would get it if I was you and I was trying to get a tattoo for mental health. It's a perfect combination of mind and muscle. We go with the 10th, the bear. The bear is usually portrayed in teddy bears like a lovely animal. The bear has been mainstreamly portrayed as a teddy bear giving hugs and being so lovely and so nice, which is a really cool thing to have on your skin because at the end of the day, we want positive emotions. It's kind of like a symbol for love and for innocence, kind of. So it's a nice one. Although, being realistic, a bear is not the teddy bear. A bear is a massive thing that can kill you fast. A bear is a pretty massive thing that can kill you fast and quickly and voraciously. So it depends. You can get a teddy bear if you want one side, you can get a fierce bear if you want the other side, or you can just get a chill bear, like a realistic bear, kind of, not a teddy bear, but not being fierce, but being just a bear, which is most of the time because it's not hunting for the entirety of their lives. So we shouldn't go to one extreme of the teddy bear or to the fierce bear on the other side. I think being in the middle, like a balanced bear, would be cool. And it's a sign of balance. And it reminds us that you can have your side of being a beast, but also the teddy bear. So it's a nice symbol. I'm thinking of a mix of them. Maybe I've done this design and you're seeing it, maybe not. But I think it could be a cool tattoo to have a bear, like a realistic bear, kind of like a real life bear, let's say. And then a teddy bear on the other side, like split it in half. That could be a cool tattoo, so maybe you're seeing it on the screen. And with this, we're done with the second part of this video about tattoo ideas for mental health. We've done the animals now. So we're going to jump to the third section, which are objects or nature things that represent mental health. Okay, so we're hopping on the last section, 10 objects that are tattoo ideas for mental health. The first one we have is a sword. This is one of my favorites, and I even have a tattoo of it. Although it's not a tattoo of only a sword, but it's a tattoo of an angel with a sword. I actually have it here. Don't know if you can see it. Whoop. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, anyway, let's go with the sword. A sword is usually seen as a symbol of power, strength, and protection, and it's a suitable representation of mental health. It can actually symbolize the idea of cutting through negative thoughts and overcoming internal battles, which can be especially meaningful for those working towards mental health. A sword tattoo can serve as a visual reminder of the courage and determination needed to overcome mental health challenges and work towards wellness. The second idea for mental health we have here is a star. The star is usually seen as a symbol of hope and guidance, which can be particularly relevant for those working towards a better mental health. A star tattoo can represent the idea of looking to the future with hope and optimism, even in the face of difficulty. The twinkling light of a star can symbolize the idea of inner light and hope, and that's a good symbol to have on your skin if you're trying to improve your mental health. Third, we go with the anchor. I think it's anchor, so I'm gonna say anchor. The anchor is a powerful visual symbol of stability and grounding. You have the idea of this anchor that can secure boat like a massive thing to the ground of the ocean. So that's a strong symbol to have. It represents the idea of being rooted and secure, even in the midst of life's challenges and difficulties. So an anchor tattoo can be a powerful reminder of the strength and resilience that a person possesses, even in the most difficult times. The moon. This is the fourth idea for a tattoo about mental health we have. Objects, because we've already done mythology and animals. The moon has been through history and through cultures, symbol of change, mystery, and the subconscious mind. It symbolizes the idea of exploring one's inner world and understanding the unconscious thoughts and feelings that can impact mental health. A moon tattoo would be a visual and permanent reminder on your skin of the importance of self-reflection and self-awareness in the journey towards a better mental health. The fifth one we have here is the lotus flower. The lotus flower is a symbol of purity, enlightenment, and spiritual growth. In Hindu and Buddhist cultures, it is often associated with the idea of rising above difficulties and hardships, making it a powerful symbol for standing your ground for mental health. The lotus is often depicted as growing in murky waters, which can symbolize the challenges and difficulties of life and the idea that despite these difficulties, one can still rise above and find peace and balance. One can thrive even in difficulties. The sixth subject we have for representing mental health is a light bulb. Light bulb is a symbol of inspiration, innovation, creativity. It's a symbol of when people have ideas. So it's a perfect representation of creativity and innovation. It can symbolize having new ideas and new perspectives. It can change the scope with which you look at things, which can completely shift the stage you're in and realize you can appreciate new things or enjoy new things you were not enjoying or appreciating, and that's a huge step towards a better mental health. The seventh object we're talking about today is a book. The book is the biggest symbol of knowledge and learning. It's a powerful symbol for looking for new ideas or new knowledge, new information. It's a great symbol to represent how we should be actually trying to get new resources, new knowledge, new information in the journey towards mental health. When you're trying to do something new, you need to do it in a new way, because if you don't do it in a new way, you will achieve the same results you were achieving in the old ways. So a book is a concept that you can get new information or new resources, new ideas on doing things in new ways. Not the same like the light bulb I was talking about, like more like actually instead of just new ideas, learning and applying these into doing things in new ways that can lead to new results. The eighth object I'm going to talk about is a canvas. I really want to include this one because I think it's a is the perfect representation of having a white canvas and you can paint whatever you want on it. So that's your life. That's your life. You have a white canvas in front of you because you may think you've already painted in that canvas because you've lived a life. But if you think that was in the past, so that was another canvas, and the one in front of you is starting at this precise moment because right now the rest of your life is starting. So you have this canvas in front of you and you can just paint it. So beware of that. The ninth, we're getting to the end of the video. The ninth symbol is a key, which represents the potential of unlocking new doors. Unlocking new doors is a metaphor for unlocking one's inner potential and breaking through mental health challenges. It can serve as a reminder of we should try to actually unlock all the power we have inside and all the capacity, all the creativity. It's a reminder of we should actually try become ourselves and unlock all the things that are inside of us and let them go, let them happen. Also, it can be a reminder of trying to unlock negative memories and all that could be causing you some trauma. So double-sided, really good. And we got to the last tattoo idea for mental health, which is the sun. The sun symbolizes hope, positivity, and imagination. Don't you feel happier when you feel the sun hitting your skin? Not burning, but hitting it. I don't know, it makes me happier at least. It's also a reminder that we can actually focus on the positive, which will lead to more positive thoughts and a more positive life consequently, which is a pretty important concept because if you look at positive things, you'll end up having more positive thoughts, which will lead to more positive actions, which will lead to a more positive life. And with this, we come to the end of my beloved video. This is the first video in the channel, as I was saying. As I said, my name is Miggy and I'm a tattoo artist from the north coast of Spain. I was really excited to release my first video because I've been thinking about this channel for long. I was thinking if I should do it in English or in Spanish because I'm a native Spanish speaker and I'm not a native English speaker, although I am fluent in English and that's why I'm doing it in English, because I think I can reach more people. So I thought I could reach more people if I made the videos in English, and that's my goal, sharing my passion with the biggest amount of passionates that I can find out there. So if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate if you left a comment on the comment section letting me which other concepts would you like tattoo ideas about. For example, growth or letting go. I think it's one that I'm gonna do as well. So if you have some ideas I could make videos about, I would really appreciate that. I would also really appreciate if you could subscribe to this channel because it's new, as I was saying, so it would show me some support and some welcoming in this YouTube platform. Thank you so much for watching the video. Yeah, see you soon.